Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Desiree here, and in today's video we're gonna do a quote-unquote unboxing. I already took out the box, but unwrapping and going over the new Daily Grind Adventure Overseas collection, Adventure 2.0, whatever you want to call it. This is the travel size planners, and she's came out with so many new items this time around. And before I forget, take note. The launch for this collection is going to be on April 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. And if you're in the Facebook group already, you can purchase 30 minutes prior, so just check that out. And as always, you can use my discount code DESIREEPLANS and you'll receive that discount. So definitely check it out. The link's going to be in the description below as well. Right now, I think the website is already locked, but bookmark that page, get it set up, make your list. We've got 3 covers with disc, dividers to match, washi tape, 2 sticker books, a lot of new inserts, and even 3 new candles. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is Tiki Cruise, then we've got Mermaid Waters, and Tuscan Sun. So 3 different covers. The Tiki Cruise is really cute. You can see that foil there on, I don't even know what you would call, like an orange type foil. When you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. It is a reversible cover too, so if you wanted to, you can just flip it and then use it like that. So you always have 2 options there. So embrace the wild and unknown with open arms. And you have that foil there also. And so when you close it up, this is what the back looks like. So again, this would be the front. And if you didn't want that one, you can just open it up and flip it. And then this is now your cover, and then this is the back, and this would be the inside. So 2 ways to use it. It's going to automatically come with the disc here, and basically there's like a compass on the disc. These are plastic discs, guys. Again, comes with the planner cover already, and if that's not your jam, maybe you want a different disc, they now sell individual discs in the shop to choose from. So they're metal disc also. So whether you want like the, I think it's blush, gold, the silver, or black disc that you can choose from. And I'll kind of open it up to kind of show you what it looks like, each one here, because I'm going to use a disc. I'm going to use one of these discs for sure. I'm not sure which one. I'm just not a fan of that compass on there. If there was no design, I'd be happy, but there is. I know can't satisfy everyone, but I'm happy that they have alternatives at this point. So you could use either one of these discs and it could work with that. Obviously, I think the gold would look better. Even the rose gold went bad. If you wanted maybe black, you can change it up. So you got metal discs that are offered separately if you're not happy with that. Now, what's nice about this though is that now you're able to purchase the cover by itself. The cover comes with a disc. You can purchase it separately. It's going to be $19.97. You can still purchase it with the system and whatnot, but you're able to purchase it separately now, which I think is great because not everyone, they might want all 3 covers, but they don't need all 3 systems, right? You may just need 1 system. So I'm happy about that. And I guess I can put these on here just so you can see real quick. Let me pause this. All right, and basically they just kind of snap in there. I like to do it one at a time like this just because I don't want to break anything, because this is kind of like a hard plastic on there. It always comes with an extra disc also, so keep that in mind. Tiki Cruise is what it's called. Like I said, if that's not your jam, you have other disc options that you can choose from if you want to mix and match there. All right, then you have the Mermaid Waters. Same thing though, you can buy the disc, the planner and disc cover by itself, and that's $19.97. When you open it up here, you can see you got a shipwreck on here, obviously underwater. And you know, it's not necessarily like a shiny color, but there is like a little glow at this point of a green on there, which is nice. If you didn't already notice, it does have that gold hardware, so you can take it with you and it's not gonna, you know, ruin the corners. When you open it up, this is what it looks like. You have that quote, "Find your adventure in the great wide somewhere." Again, underwater type of mermaid theme. And in the back, you have this collection here, again, underwater, Little Mermaid inspired, right? So that is your Mermaid Waters. Same thing with the discs though. It's going to have the compass on there in this blue color. But again, if that doesn't do it for you, you can always look at these. And you know, I'm actually going to put these on just to kind of show you. You can kind of see what they look like. So you can buy the a la carte metal disc if that's more your style. That's what they would look like with this planner. So I think it's nice. You know, it's really cute. I don't know. I think the gold would go nicely with this just because of the gold hardware. You know, I think they would all work out. The metal disc though, guys, is bigger than the plastic disc slightly. So keep that in mind too. Which I feel with all the inserts you would put in there, you want it to be big anyways. Mermaid Waters. And then you have the Tuscan Sun. This is my favorite one. This is the one that I would have picked up. You have that little pink foil there, an orange here. As soon as you open it up, you have that image here. And then of course that quote, travel has a way of healing the soul. And then this is your back cover. And again, if you wanted to do it inside out, this would be your front cover. That would be your back. And then this would be the inside. So really cute. This comes with the pink disc. And again, it's still the same compass on there as well to choose from. And I think the pink does make sense in this sense because you got that pink there. But it would also look nice in the gold, which I think is what I'm going to end up going with, is the gold. Then you have this rose gold, which isn't bad either. It does mesh well with all the colors. And then you have the black, which I don't know about the black. It doesn't look bad, but I think these three would go for sure, the rose gold or the gold itself. But I'm going to go with the gold on here. And let me find those gold ones here. I just think it works out better. I wish I had a hot pink color like this. That would be amazing if I did. Hopefully they can come out with some more, but I know they only have some standard colors in there right now. But like I said, when you buy the cover, it's going to automatically come with the pink disc. You'll still have those regardless, but I would encourage you to even pick up these gold ones because they look amazing with it. Of course, you're going to have the actual dividers that are offered as well. And kind of the same thing here too, though. You're able to purchase as a bundle. That'll be available to you. This one matches the Mermaid Waters here. And the first tab, and if you didn't already know, with the travel size planner, the tabs are at the top. Dive into a world underwater. This is the back of it. Then you have this one that says explore sunken realms of mystery and adventure with that foil. Uncover the ocean's marvels beneath the waves. And then traverse the boundaries between land and sea. With the tabs being at top and then being a darker color, the divider sets automatically come with divider labels. And it's really hard to see here. Basically, you have one sheet is months and the other is categories. And so this is the month of September that I pulled up. But you can see it's clear, but with white fonts. It would show up really nicely, obviously, when you put it on these darker colors. That was the monthly one that I chose, though. So depending on how you're going to use it, you'll have options. Now, on the categories, though, you actually have quite a bit of categories. You're going to have AM routine, PM routine, today, journal, schedule, motivation, creative, game plan, social, spiritual, family, notes, daily grind, bucket list, trip, journey, getaway, adventure, explore, travel, calendar, projects, and it just goes on. So many options there. Each divider set comes with the labels for you. These are the dividers for the Tiki Cruise. We got an orange color here. Chart a course through nature's hidden wonders. Beyond familiar shores, true discovery begins. Embrace the unknown, for it shapes who we become. And having the courage to explore sets you apart as extraordinary. Those are your dividers there for the Tiki Cruise. So we're going to put those in as well. Same situation as far as the tabs. White font. It'll really show up though on the color tabs, which is nice. Then we have the Tuscan Sun dividers. Here it says discover your true self in new horizons. Savor the surprises of life's adventures. Uncover the allure of unexpected paths. And cherish unforgettable experiences over possessions. I just love this color vibe. Now let's take a look at the sticker books. So 2 sticker books are going to be offered for this collection. We have the Adventure System sticker book, more functional. And then you have the Adventure Doodle sticker book with all the doodles basically to kind of match. As soon as you open it up, you're going to notice that it's already cut for you so that you can place it in your planner on the go, take it with you, or you can even put them all in there. Honestly, it would fit. The stickers here are designed to coordinate with each of these planners. So with the Tuscan Sun, this is what would match appropriately. You have these pink and yellow colors, right? You have for your 10 goals, some boxes. This one says like today's game plan, to feel amazing I will, things like that. Then you have your days of the week, some kind of quarter boxes, habit trackers, to-dos, a few little quotes here on these. You even have this bottom one's actually a habit tracker, which is really cute. It's super small, but it's a habit tracker. Then you got weekend today at the bottom here with that foil. And again, just an extra set of colors here to kind of still match those vibes. But then it switches theme. And now we're looking at the Mermaid Waters type theme. And granted, this is just inspired. It doesn't mean you have to use only these stickers, you know, for that type of planner. You're going to be able to use whatever you choose. There's some more habit trackers, which I think is a lot more functional than a lot of those words. So they're revamping it as they go along, and I love that. Cute. And then now we're going to have these colors to kind of match the Tiki Cruise set here. And so you got that orange color, again, more functional here. And I love it. Yes, so these are your more functional system sticker books here, Doodle Book. So it's kind of the same setup where you'll have a few sheets that coordinate with each of the actual planners itself. So this one matching the Tuscan Sun. You have some pizza, some lemon, super cute little graphics there. I love it. Oh my God, I'm so here for that. Aren't they adorable? All right, there. So you got 4 sheets on here. As for the Mermaid Waters here, you'll have another 4 sheets, obviously kind of that under the water theme on here. I'm trying to flip through this here quickly. Love it. And then your Tiki Cruise theme stickers at this point, which, you know, just kind of like jungle almost, right? You got some animals in there, some wildlife. Very cute. All right, so you got those. This is just part of the new collection that's being released. There are other options you can choose from in the shop, more functional ones, more color-coded ones, that you can choose from. So don't feel like you have to get the matchy-matching. If you like a different book that's out there, definitely pick that up. We got the sticker books. So let's talk insert. So 4 months of doing Not Just Dreaming. Now, looking at this, I can already tell you it looks like there's some changes. It looks like there's some changes, which I think they might be good changes. We're going to take a look at it together. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit, get a closer look. All right, so your planning system, it's 4 months. So here is your page, half-page system, adventure edition, you know, giving you all the instructions, kind of telling you what's already in there. 4-month vision. You have your monthly goals to map out your 10 goals, and then your daily grind to create your daily to-do list goals based on that. Let's take a look here. I like that it kind of gives you an idea of how-to videos, where to go, where to find all that stuff to help you out with this stage. So your life assessment to kind of gauge where you're at. Your roadmap, the next 4 of the 12 months that we're going to look at, what that looks like for you. Overview of the first of the year, month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the second half of the year, you know, this went 7 through 12. 4-month productivity, month 1, top goals, month 2, because again, we have 10 goals per month basically. And then kind of how you did your scorecard. And so this says goals and focus flow. So the month ahead. This is going to be your new monthly page at this point. Your goals that you're going to focus on for that month. Your game plan. Top 3 priorities that you have for yourself. Healthy habits to focus on. Happiness and hobbies. Word of the month. Theme of the month. Book of the month. 1 fresh habit, ritual, or routine for each below. Whether it's the growth, physical, mindset, home, calm, and creative. And then your month ahead glance. Whatever month you decide to start. Your biggest goal, and then important dates for the month, and write it down. And in the back, the week ahead. So the week ahead now used to be on one page, and now it's on two. You have your overall priorities and goals, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have a lot more space than what was offered originally in what came with the first planning system. Normally, this is what the monthly page looked like. You had your calendar, and then important dates, top 10 goals a month, you know, priorities and stuff. And now it's split into two pages here. This whole page is on two pages now. As far as your week ahead, this is what the week ahead originally looked like. Your top focus, and then your Monday through, you know, Sunday and all that. Now this page is now on two pages here, giving you more room, which is very nice, especially if you rather use a smaller size, but to do more, you know, you're given that space here. And then you have thoughts for the week. So a blank dot grid there before it starts into the daily pages. So these are the daily pages originally. Top 10 goals, your top 10 to-dos, and then you had it done. You had like a checklist to get that off. Now there's no checklist on here, as you can see. You just have your top goals this month. They don't even say 10, it just says top goals, and then your to-dos. Today's self-care, to feel amazing, I will. Today's daily grind, top 3 to-dos. Kind of like today's movers right here. Now it's just right here. Grateful and excited for, which was this spot right there. And then biggest win of the day. So that's different. Biggest win of the day. So I'm happy about that. I love it. Celebrate the little things, right? So that's what your daily pages are now going to look like. It's definitely different. It's definitely different, but I am here for it. I love the changes. I think I can really work with that. At the end of the week though, this was your week at a glance page. Basically, you would put the week, you would show how you would rate the week basically. So you can see already, it just says the past week, top 10 goals so far this month, what you worked on the most, what you worked on the least, and here is where it says which top 10 goals I worked on the most, which top 10 goals I worked on the least. Here, broken down a lot bigger for you. And then it shows more or less basically. Thoughts, ideas, and notes from this past week, which is this little box here. 3 great things that happened last week. And so that's the 3 great things that happened last week right there. You would write it out. And then how I would rate my growth progress. This is what it is here. My growth and progress, habits and consistency, health and self-care, happiness and mood, hobbies and me time this week overall. So it is different. And it only goes 1 through 5 versus the 1 through 10 week. Then you have your week ahead again to plan for it, your overall prep. So that is what I didn't see before. So you have your week ahead, and then you have start the week with one thing I can improve on. So it's giving you some prompts to break down. How can I win the week? What can I do? Set up for success. Intentions for the week ahead. I want to do more. I want to do less. Journal thoughts, ideas. I will feel accomplished at this week if I. And then if you get stuck, remember mantra for the week. If I get overwhelmed, focus on my big goal for the week. And then thoughts for the week. And then it goes into the dailies. Definitely different than before. So I think a lot of people are going to either love it or hate it. Love it or hate it. I don't know. After your month is over though, once you're done with that month, you'll basically have your past month where you'll focus on that. Yes, almost, and no. And kind of fill in the shade of those boxes. Biggest wins, biggest lessons this month in 1 or 2 words. How would I rate it overall? And then the month ahead. Now we're going to the next month that you're going to have on the list. And it just starts all over. And so you have 4 months of these planner sheets here, okay? There's not a lot of, it's very functional. It's very functional, as in you're not going to see a lot of the graphics and designs and bujo type, which you never really saw it on the daily to begin with. It was never there. I guess you would see it more so like here where the books, reading, you see some images there. So that is the planning system. A lot thicker than what would come with it to begin with. So, and that makes sense because they're adding a lot more pages, giving you more space to work with it. These are a lot of pages. Ultimately, you wouldn't want to carry all 4 months with you, maybe 1 month at a time. So I'm just going to focus on these right here. This is where the next month would ultimately start. This is a big change. What do you think about these inserts? Different. They look very different than what we're used to, guys. How do you feel about it? I need to know. I'm a little indifferent just because I'm used to the one way. Now I got to kind of look at it and change it up a little bit. And it's not going to change that much, but I am happy that I have more room. I don't know. It's different, right? Change is sometimes scary, but that's okay. You gotta do it scared, right? The other inserts that are gonna be offered are very basic. Filler graph paper, so that's all it is. It's just filler graph paper only. Then you have your dot grid paper. So you can see their dot grid. I'm not gonna open that up there. And then you have your lined paper. So again, no design, but it's got lines instead. So those three options are now available in the half size planner. This very brand new one though is a 25-page travel plan insert, which I'm happy about. Let's open it up together here. Here we have a trip overview, where to, when, with who. We have a little box for what, countdown till trip, pre-trip checklist. So you have a month before, check passport, visa, research destination, purchase travel insurance, notify bank. Weeks before, confirm reservations, airport arrangements, all that. App days before, and then day of. And it's very nice because it gives you like basic things. Did we take out the trash? Did we unplug anything? Last minute items, double check for essentials, lock all doors and windows. You know, like it really gives you a breakdown, which is nice. Goals and then trip must do's. And you kind of have like this little travel design. It's really cute. And then on the back, you have a dot grid page with that same kind of graphic there. Then you have a packing list. So clothing, electronics. So it pre-fills a lot, but then you have blank spots here. Then you have like toiletries, documents, health and safety, travel items, valuables, wallets, jewelry, and then other. But then you have that blank dot grid. So if you need more space, you can just make another list back here. Reminders. This insert is your travel companion, a thoughtful roadmap designed to make your journey smooth and intentional. But here's the real truth. The most incredible moments rarely follow a perfect plan. Then your itinerary. The date, top priorities, 3 priorities. And then you have a breakdown from 5 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m. In the back, the date, destination, breakfast, morning plans, lunch, afternoon plans, dinner, evening plans, night plans. You have another itinerary, so same setup, ultimately for like another day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pages of the itinerary, so 7 days. Then you have a reservations sheet, details, address, contact info, notes, details, address, contact info, notes. So 3 boxes of those, and then a notes area, and then another 3 boxes back here in the notes area. 2 pages of those. And you have finances page, pre-trip budget, expenses, estimated actual and difference, post-trip reflection, expenses, actual, difference. In the back, you have a spending tracker, so date, description, and amount. And you have another spending tracker here. And then you have a journal guide. Journal, I think they're just journal pages. So you got some journal pages here. And then you have memories, location, dates. You can kind of print out a picture, which is nice. I love that. And you have a couple of those pages. And then reflections. Best experience on the trip was, I learned, my favorite memories were, what can I improve on my next trip? What did this trip inspire me to do next? Blank. And then another journal page at the back. That is your travel plans insert. I really love it. It's perfect for on the go. What do you think about the travel insert? Is it something that you'd pick up? Let me know in the comments. Travel insert, lined, graph, dot grid are options, plus the planner insert that you can also purchase separately. Some of the other ones that are already offered in the shop too are the to-do lists. This is what it looked like, no color, the to-do list. So by the meal prep that's available. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or weekend, I should say. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. In the back, it's just a dot grid. The groceries one, which is really cute. The date, fruits, veggies, dairy, deli, seafood, frozen, canned goods, bakery. In the back, you have snacks, baking supplies, spices, condiments, cereal, oats, household beverages, health and beauty, miscellaneous. So the grocery inserts are there too. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Will you be picking anything up for this launch? All right, so I showed you a lot. Got a lot to work with here as far as some of the new items. We have the planning system, line pages, dot grid, graph, and the travel plans insert. You have 3 covers to choose from. I would encourage you, like I said, to pick up some of those extra discs. You have 4 metal discs to choose from. Then you have the sticker books and the washi that I haven't shown you yet. Choose from for this collection. There is the washi here. So you have some lemon, and I think these are going to be the more functional ones here. So this is the one that goes with the Tiki Cruise, and it comes in a set, so you can't separate it anyways. This green one is just that floral, but this one is a functional where you would basically, it's like a checklist. So it's basically like a checklist there. The leaves would be your little check there. This one is for the Tuscan sun. You have your little design pattern there, and then some lemons. The lemons would be the checklist. And then for the mermaid waters, you have that water, and then you have the bubbles here as a checklist there. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, definitely check me out at Desiree Plans. Everything's going to be linked down below in the description along with your shopping link. my discount code. You can use Desiree Plans with the Daily Grind Planner or Daily Home at any point in time and get a discount also. Let me know what you think down below. Which one are you going to be picking up if so? And will you be picking up any inserts? I'd love to hear your feedback on all of it. But again, I thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye y'all.